The outrage. Come see. Look at what happened. There's a leak under my AC. And look what it did to my beautiful jute rug. See the difference in the coloring? It's all wet. So they gave me a fan I can borrow. And I'm trying to dry it out. Yeah. Not a happy evening and day. But those are the little things. I don't know if it's going to be permanently discolored. It depends what was in the water. The water looks pretty clean and clear. I mean, in goldfish. So I went backwards through my videos because I'm trying to figure out what did I do that helped me to lose. Well, it was 45 pounds originally. I don't know how much I've gained because the last time I weighed myself, I was 207. That hurt. All that hard work, all that expensive, produce is outrageous, guys. Produce is outrageous. And, I don't know what to say. And quality produce, like you want organic anything, good night. So I'm looking back over my videos, and definitely I am smaller now than a year ago. I can see it in through my shoulders and my face, because that's most of what shows on this. So it's not too late. I still can get a grip. Come on, Nikki. So I'm thinking of getting back into, mostly plants, because that's where I do best. Protein and plants, fruit, vegetables, and proteins. And, animal protein's so expensive. I don't even know if I want to go there. I'm thinking more, chickpeas in my salad, and kidney beans agree with me, and lentil soup, I love that. I think I'm going to have to just go back to very simple. What does one guy say? I know this guy on YouTube, he's always one ingredient. So in other words, nothing prepared. He takes your raw produce and cuts it and eats it. And one ingredient. So like if you're getting chicken, it has to be just chicken and not chicken nuggets, which really sucks. But, or hot dogs. Come on, Nikki. So, would that be so bad, though? I always love New England boiled dinner, which is cabbage, potatoes, carrots, and onions. Cabbage, potatoes, carrots. Hey, I have all that, except I don't have any sausage, but who cares? I would just like that. Just the boiled stuff with, in chicken broth or something. I think I have some chicken broth, so we'll see about that. Because right now, I'm still waiting on my United Advantage plan so that I can get my food card and put that on my Walmart and order some stuff up. But I did just recently head over to Walmart in the evening because, God help me, I can't get a handicapped spot to save my life down here in Florida in the daytime. So 8:30 at night, went over to it's like a little Walmart marketplace. But we also have 2 gigantic Walmarts within a 10-minute radius, plus that little marketplace. And so I went there, and oh my God, the produce selection was sad and almost empty. So I got what I could, and as a matter of fact, I gotta do something about that. I've got some eggplant I sliced up and salted, so the bitterness comes out. And then I'm going to roast that. I think I'm going to do roasted vegetables with onions and potatoes and the eggplant. I got zucchini, green beans, and I'm going to put that all in a bowl. I'm going to add some olive oil and seasoning and garlic. And then I'm going to roast it, and then I'm going to eat it. Yay! And you know what? I might make some brown rice to go with that. Wouldn't that be yummy? Doesn't that sound yummy? And the other thing I wanted to do with the other half of those vegetables I just mentioned is I would like to make ratatouille. Did you ever make ratatouille? It's so good, especially if you have bread to dip, but let's not go there because, bread doesn't help me with my weight loss at all. So, I gotta start from the bottom, work my way up. So I've been thinking about my life, and I'm bored, and I'm not happy, and I'm bored, and I want something more in my life. So I'm working with this therapist, and we're talking about, ways to cope and things I can do to make my life better and, my future better, which includes moving, which I'm not doing well at, but I'm trying. As a matter of fact, I watched this guy who talks about walking. Do any amount of steps, just do some steps. He says, I don't care if you do 3 steps, just do that every day and then start to increase on those steps. So what I decided to do is every night I take my garbage to the chute. And that gives me about a 300 to 600 foot walk. That's cool. And then I do some spot exercises, sitting in a chair. And trying to expand my horizons. I really need to do laundry today, and I probably would do that this evening. I think it would be a good time, right? 5, 6 o'clock, everybody's gone to their room, and I won't be dealing with anybody else's laundry. So I wish the kids were home because I'd go do it there. So it's free, yay free. And so I've been making these plans to have more money. I need more money. So the first thing I'm going to do, as soon as my money comes back to me, I am uninstalling my Temu app. That's going to be number 1. I can't do that ever again. I fell into the Temu rabbit hole, and now I'm climbing back out. And once my returns are done and I see my money is back in my account, I am going to end that because there's something I want more. I want to go see Florida. I can't live the van life I wanted. It's just not practical in my current condition. I know that. Trying to cope with getting in and out of that van every day for months, years, I don't think I'd make it. I gotta be honest. If I, God forbid, gave up this apartment, and this apartment's a deal, guys, okay? I mean, more than a deal, it's shockingly unrealistic in this day and age. I live on the Gulf Coast, 10 minutes from the beach, if that. I could probably hit a seagull with a rock. I won't talk about that. And then, no, I never hit a seagull with a rock, but I know someone who did. Dead aim. Amazing. Anyhow, we won't go there. They didn't mean to do it, but that's beside the point. Okay, so I'm living in a coastal community that people are paying $350,000, $500,000, $800,000 for a home to live here. Apartments, $1,500, $2,000, $3,500, depending on what you're looking for. $1,500 is the, low on the totem pole. And I'm paying $241 to live in an apartment with excellent maintenance, okay? These people are so on it. So, that happened last night, the leaky AC unit, and I called on the phone last night, and boom, I can't get to it today, but I'm going to get to it. I said, that's fine. I'm going to put something under there because clearly it's only dripping in one spot. I need a fan. 10 minutes later, knock, 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 there's the fan. And as soon as we're done talking, I'm going to put the fan back on. Right now, that's the air conditioning buzzing in the background. It seems like a pan must have gotten filled with something because I've been here. It was a year in April, and tomorrow's August 1st. Wow. I've been here a while, and so that probably just needs to be cleaned out. I did clean the filters recently. And maintenance comes to help me with that because my back can't take pulling that addition that they had to put in there so that they could vent it into the bedroom, the AC. He has to pull that out and then he has to shove it back in. It was the shoving back in. It was very hard for me because you got to kind of like lift that vent and and it's just horrible on my back, horrible. So now I'm just having him come in. He's such a sweet guy. Gosh, I hope he doesn't leave. He recently, our maintenance man, took a trip back to his home state of New York, and it was so good for him to see his children, his grandchildren. One grandchild he hadn't even gotten a chance to meet, 2 years old, and they clicked right away. And he's like, "Why'd I come back?" And I'm like, "Oh no, we're gonna lose him. He's been the best maintenance man yet. Really, he's so good, always smiling and friendly and talking to you." And the other one was very depressed, bless his heart. I hope he got another job. And he just like stopped coming. Then he wanted his job back, but it had been 2 months, and she's like, "No, I can't do it." So this new guy was hired, and I don't know if we're going to lose him. I hope not. His parents live down here, so I don't know if they're all going to decide to move back. They might, But the maintenance here is what I'm trying to talk about. The maintenance is excellent, and I don't care what the problem is. I got wasps making nests outside my windows. Spray right away, we got this or that going on. They come immediately. It's just, I got it so good here. Why would I give it up? I don't have to do anything but pay my rent the beginning of the month. And you know what? One time I forgot to pay the rent. It was the end of the month and I never paid it. And I'm like, why do I have so much money in my account? Did I pay my rent? No. And so I paid it at the end of the month. Not a boo. Not an over fee. Not a warning. Not a letter. They're good to me here. The only problem I have is screaming Mimi. Now, she doesn't scream like she did up until the beginning of May of this year. And then she went away for 2 weeks in May, and it was heaven, and I thought she was gone. Well, she came back, and it wasn't pleasant. And last night, it was about midnight, and she started screaming again. And thank God it only went on for about 10-15 minutes, but the other morning, it went on for hours. And I woke up at 5 a.m. from her screaming. She is the only thorn in my side. And cockroaches, because I don't know, right now there seems to be a hallway infestation, and thank God I haven't seen any inside my apartment, but I have seen them outside of my apartment. So I took a sticky trap and put it at the end of the hall, and I'm leaving it there. I'd rather them go there than come visit me here. Yeah, so I also spray ammonia around the bottom of my door because there's a opening all around my door that thick. They're emergency doors, and so that they can unclick it remotely in case, like, God forbid, I slipped and fell, or I had a heart attack or a stroke, which isn't going to happen because my heart's really good. We had that checked out last September, remember? And yeah, so I don't know. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say I've got it really good here, other than those 2 small problems. And leaving would be so stupid. Totally stupid. I know that. I'm in Florida. I'm in retirement heaven for some people, and it doesn't cost me much. Food, holy Moses, I'm telling you, food is outrageous. Outrageous. That's everywhere though, right? Maybe the Midwest is better. Maybe if you lived in Amish country, you'd do better. I don't know. But, so what I want to do is the $200 solution. What I want to do is I need more adventure in my life. And I don't know Florida very well. I really don't. I haven't been anywhere in Florida in years. Have I? No. Since Dennis died, I haven't been anywhere here, I mean, like, a trip to, I haven't even been to Orlando in years. Huh. But, what I'd like to do is there's a lot of small towns and little places I want to explore here in Florida. And since I can't live my dream of van life, what I would like to do is live Florida camping life. My dream was to be a beach bum, and there's a lot of beach here. So what I think I'm going to do is start picking 200-mile and under trips. 200 miles. It'll cost me $200 because it cost me about $71 for 200 miles in that van. And then I'm going to want to eat and maybe, do a little something extra, a museum or something. So if I plan 2 or 3 night getaways somewhere close enough to drive there in a couple hours, drive back in a couple hours. And that way I can use my AAA. If anything goes wrong, I still have 200-mile tows, and I'd be able to, just come home or have them take it into whoever if my van broke down. I think that'd be a much smarter way to do things right now. So what I'm trying to do with my life is get my eating under control again. I think I need to go back to vegetarian eating. I think it's the most filling, the most affordable, and the most weight loss friendly of all the meal plans. I would like occasionally, some shrimp, some clams. It's very hard to get clams down here, and I love them so much. I just, really enjoy them. I might, like, once a month go over to the buffet that has, like, at night, crab legs, scallops, shrimp, clams. They've got it all, and I could just go there and pig out. So, and that would, fulfill my I gotta have seafood craving. And it's about 17, 18 bucks, and you can eat all the seafood you want. And they got those great little California rolls that I just love so much because it's like a Chinese buffet, but they do a really nice job on there. They've got just plain boiled shrimp. You can eat that with cocktail sauce. They've got the crab legs, just crack them open and guzzle those down. And scallops, they do different ways. They either cook them, bake them, fry them. They do all kinds of cool stuff with seafood there. And yeah, so I can have my seafood and eat it too, and for a much better price than I paid $45 for 100 clams in the shells, and most of them went in the garbage because he told me I could freeze them live, and I did. And then when I went to cook them, the shells wouldn't open, and that's bad. You're not supposed to eat clams if the shells don't open. I don't need ptomaine poisoning, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so just little things I want to do. Have that 200 a month, so once a month I can go see somewhere new, and I think that's going to make me a lot happier than how I feel right now. I feel trapped, I feel closed in, I feel unhappy. And I need to expand my horizons. I need to explore my Florida. I don't have my New England anymore. That's not my home. And I can't afford to go there. It would cost me $2,000 in gas, $1,000 to get there, $1,000 to get back. And that's not doing anything else like eating. And I do like to eat on occasion. So, yeah, that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. That's why I'm trying to get my finances back together, get all my debts paid off. Now I have that extra money each month that's not, I was spending like $300 in credit card bills. And it was getting nowhere fast. And so I said, I'm just going to pay it all off and save that interest and not be afraid of what's happening to my savings account. And with this new Advantage plan, that's going to give me more food money. And food is where, like, I only pay $241 to live here. I don't pay for electric, water, sewer. It's just $241. And then I got my $87 for my storage, and I have to work on that this winter and get my stuff over to their storage. I don't care if I have to do it all myself. One tiny piece of stuff at a time. I'll just wagon it over. I got to do it. I can't spend, 87's a lot of money for me. I only make $9.90 a month. So yeah, get rid of the storage. I have that extra money in travel go see new places in Florida once a month. Maybe I can skip a month and then do a $400 trip. This is what I'd like to try to do so that I can have more in my retirement. I'm retired now, and I want to, just because I'm poor, does that mean I don't have a right to some enjoyment, fun, a little excitement, a little something to do? I should have that right too, poor or not. I mean, this wasn't the original plan. As you know, I was supposed to be traveling with my husband, and he's gone, and the money that he made is gone, and I have to plan out my life properly. And so far, I think I've done a really good job. I got the kind of vehicle in which I'll be able to sleep in it. I'll be able to have a party in it. And it'll make my life so much easier than, trying to cripple around and get into restrooms and, having to pay hundreds of dollars for a hotel room. Hotels here have gone through the roof unless you want to live at the Cockroach Motel. To get a nice room is outrageous, and I can't do it. I don't have that kind of money. So, yeah, that's okay. I can do it my way so that I can travel. Others have done it my age, older than me have done it. And yeah, so I want to make that van that I put so much money into pay off for me now. And it still needs a front end, I know, but I'll get to it. The last guy who looked at it, he said, I don't see any reason why you need to change this out yet. It's not broken. He says the control arms aren't broken. The tie rods need to be tightened, and he did, but I feel like they're getting a little loose again. So yeah, it needs a new front end. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's going to have to get done, and I will do it. So that's kind of where I'm at and what I'm doing. I just wanted to do another video because I know you guys like to know what's happening and where I'm at. And so I'm just trying to plan out my winter. I want to find some really cool places, and I got my map right there, and I'm looking at, looking up hippie towns, historic towns. I want to go to places that are, with an easy feel and not a lot of people. I'm not a people person. I'm not. Now, yeah, so this is going to be fun, and maybe this winter we'll even do a meetup, if you have any interest in a meetup somewhere in Florida, let me know, and maybe we could do that, and just do a little weekend camping trip or something. Yeah, I'll be looking for places while I travel to see, what's available, how much is it, and things like that. So I think I'm going to be traveling north for my first trip, and I'll tell you where that is once I get there. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for staying with me and watching. Bye.